I am not a gram weenie or the pack weight police. However, how much your pack weighs can affect how comfortable you are and how far you can hike. Now you can go out and break the bank and buy some super expensive ultra lightweight gear. However, there is some gear that you can buy and some other things that you can do that are affordable or free that will reduce your pack weight. What are they? Stay tuned and find out. Over the years, I've made some significant investment in ultra lightweight gear that had minimal weight savings and most people would think is ridiculous. My hammock came with aluminum spreader bars. For $100, I saved a whole 7 ounces to purchase these carbon fiber spreader bars. Even worse, for $160 and about 2 ounces of savings, I went from having a down quilt with 850 fill power down to one with 950 fill power down. If you're relatively new to backpacking, find someone that's more experienced and ask them to do a shakedown of your pack where you empty it out and they'll tell you the things that you need and don't need. Now you can do that with a friend, or if you're out on the trail camping and you see a backpacker and you're sharing a campsite with them, ask them and I'm sure that they'll help. It is a painful experience to purge the items that you are hoarding in your backpack. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? Well, I guess you could die. Before you go out on your trip, research the trail that you're going to be hiking on. You want to know where the water sources are, how far the gap is between the water sources, and how reliable those water sources are. With that knowledge, hopefully you'll have the confidence to carry less water. 1 liter of water weighs 2.2 pounds. So if you're carrying an extra 2 liters of water, that's 4.5 pounds. You also want to be carrying food that is light, dehydrated, freeze-dried, and with that light food, you also want it to be food that has a lot of calories. Higher calories means less food that you have to eat and carry. But you want to make sure that you enjoy the food that you're bringing along. Okay. I know I'm preaching here a little bit. Can someone give me an amen? Here is the 6 cheap ultra lightweight gear items. The Trail Brush toothbrush attaches right to the end of your long-handled spork or spoon. You can see that it comes with a cover. This thing only weighs 4.4 grams and it costs $8. No more carrying a toothbrush, even if you are cutting it in half and drilling holes in it to make it light. You're not going to make it 4.4 grams. This thing is available at Garage Grown Gear, and Garage Grown Gear also sells little toothpaste tabs for $9. The Dermasafe folding knife weighs 7.65 grams and it costs $2.25. Now this knife is little more than a razor blade that folds into a plastic case. You're not going to do any heavy duty whittling or cutting with this knife. But when I'm doing long distance backpacking, the times when I want to be ultra lightweight, I am typically not using a knife for those heavy duty things. And typically all I'm using a knife for is if I have to open some food packaging or if I'm doing some foot care and I need to cut some tape. This knife is available also at Garage Grown Gear. Salty Bridges single-use chafing ointment only weighs 3 grams and it costs $1.49. When I first started backpacking, I used to get a lot of chafing around the butt and the thighs, and I don't chafe anymore since I discovered wearing running shorts and I practice better hygiene downstairs. But chafing is super painful. So I am always going to have some sort of ointment along just in case I chafe. Now I used to carry Body Glide along, but again, I'm never using this. I'm carrying it just in case, so it makes sense to go with the smaller item. This ointment is also available at Garage Grown Gear. Changing from a full-size lighter to a mini lighter, it's not only less weight at 12 grams and cheaper at $2, but being smaller, it allows me to nestle everything into my pot here, where I can fit that lighter right in the pot along with my stove and along with my fuel. Now these lighters are available at almost every gas station, and they do actually sell them at Garage Grown Gear. Ziploc bags. I know, they're not that super sexy, ultra lightweight, custom printed stuff sack. However, I think they're just as good, if not better. These little bags cost way less. They actually weigh less, and they're clear, which allows you to see what is inside of the bag without dumping everything out. Now, I typically use this middle-sized Ziploc bag to carry all of those incidental little things. Everything from earplugs to chapstick to an extra water bottle carrier, a little mini carabiner, Band-Aids, medications, electronic cords, anything. So not only can you use them for that, but if you have some food and some big, bulky, heavy packaging, you can repackage them in these Ziploc bags and cut weight. Now these things obviously vary in size and weight and price, but they're available everywhere. I like carrying smart water bottles instead of a Nalgene water bottle. An empty 1 liter Nalgene bottle weighs 179 grams and an empty 1 liter smart water bottle weighs 39 grams. That's a 140 gram savings. My preference is to carry 2 700 milliliter bottles. These smaller bottles allow me to carry one of them in a shoulder strap pocket similar to this one from Waymark. These water bottles are incredibly durable and usually last me for about 6 months. Now I always do carry an extra cap just in case one of them breaks or I lose it while I'm refilling. What other cheap ultra lightweight gear am I missing? If you know of something, put it down in the comments. While you're there, go ahead and hit subscribe, punch that bell notification, and I am actually right now out on the Appalachian Trail. When I come back from that trip, I'm going to be putting out videos of that adventure, and if you hit that bell notification, they'll tell you when those videos come out. You can also check out Midwest Backpacker on Instagram and Facebook. Thanks for watching this video. We will see you out on the trail.